Hi everybody, it's Jean Marie. I'm working with the bargain bead box again today. This is my second tutorial with the bargain bead box, and this is the June 2024 box, and the theme of this box is Sunken Treasure. It is a very pretty box. Probably most of you have already seen unboxings of it and whatnot, but you know it's got some carnelian, and it's got a lot of it's got the white lava beads. It's got some beautiful bronze with patina on it. We are going to use this piece today, and actually I'm going to take that off just so that we can go through the step of that, because I started it just to figure out how it was going to work. And let's just take that apart so we can actually go through that. And so yeah, this is my cha-cha style bracelet pattern design. Not mine in particular, but it is the design I've been using a lot to do bracelets and whatnot. So I thought I would incorporate it into a necklace. I've already incorporated it into earrings and the bracelet, so I thought I would incorporate it into earrings. Anyway, so this is what we're looking at. I'm going to be using the carnelian beads. I'm going to be using the white lava, some of our bronze bicone shaped turbine, whatever they are, beads. The green, it's kind of a teal or a dark teal matted rondelle. I did add 2 little spacer beads from my own stash because I need the distance to fill up the space in between here. Otherwise this would be free floating because it's just not quite the same distance. That makes sense. I do have 1 shell pearl bead from my own stash, mother of pearl bead, little coin that I'm going to incorporate into the center here, I hope. I haven't quite figured out yet how, but I'm going to try to incorporate that into the center here because I think it really picks up the white in. I might actually end up not using, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's one of those things that we figure out as we go. I've also got the gray lava beads in here just to bring a little more of the bronze in. I have a piece of Rolo chain from my own stash. You can use the chain that came in the box. It's really not super different in size, but I just prefer Rolo chain. But actually, I mean, size-wise, it would work just as well. And as you can see, they're pretty much the same. But I am going to use the Rolo because I want to use that on the back of my necklace, and I don't really have a whole lot left. So there's also that. Alright, so the mix I made for this is a mix from my own stash. Let me get it open, I'll show you. So I just took a bunch of my beads that I had in my stash. I tried to find colors that mimicked most of what's in this box. So I'll go over what I put in here for you. I put in this green Rolo to mimic this one here. I put in this green Rolo to mimic the patina, also our sea glass that we had in our bag, but it's not in this particular necklace. I put in this little bicone to mimic my carnelian. I put in these little bicones to mimic the blue in our box. I don't have it in this particular necklace, but I still wanted to keep everything flowing with that whole theme. I have this little round bead to mimic the turtle that we have in the box. I have this little rondelle for the lava bead. And there's one more in here. Where did it go? Did I not grab one? As much as I put in my hand, you'd think I would have had all of them come out, but it appears I did not. So let me grab a little bit more out of my bag. Here we go. There's one. And I have this bicone, and that is to mimic this little faceted bead that we have here. So basically I just tried to find colors in my stash that went with the whole theme of this box. And I think I did okay. They're not, you know, they're not a perfect match. Some of them might be a little stretch, but they look pretty, and I think that it came out really pretty. My thoughts are to have it hanging here with the pendant hanging here. So that's what I'm going to try to create. Let's see if we can do it. So I am going to start by, first I'm going to start by moving this right out of the way. Alright. I'm not going to go through all of this because I have done this tutorial for the bracelets and everything, but I will go through measurement and a couple of the wraps. I'm trying to get my rulers organized here. The piece of chain I cut is about 3 3/4. And honestly, I didn't measure it when I cut it. I just cut a piece. I thought it looked pretty good, and I cut it. So it's about 3 3/4. You can go 3 1/2. You can go 4, whatever you feel like doing. And I'm just going to do the exact same method that I did for the. I'm not going to cut this piece of chain. There's no point in it. I'm going to be using this one. But I did the exact same method that I did for the bracelets. And that was just to, I am going to skip the first ring because I need that to attach to the chain or the continuance of the necklace. I'm going to go into this one, the second one up. I'm going to snap that into place. Hold on to it with my pliers. So if you need a refresher or need a little more on this technique, check out my Cha-Cha bracelet. It's under Bicone Cha-Cha bracelet, and that will take you through more of this process. So anyway, here's one. I'm just going to trim that one off and give it a snip. And then again, on that exact same ring, you see that this one is hanging on this bottom end of the ring. I'm going to take one and I'm going to put it on the top part of that ring. Snap it into place. Get my pliers out. Please excuse my dirty fingernails. I was out in the garden this morning planting petunias. I've washed them. I've scrubbed them. It's not coming off. Well, if I would trim it would be nice. I think it's about time to break out a new pair of cutters. Alright, I'm going to pause for 1 second and do that. Okay. Oops. Hope if I actually picked up my cutters. So I've got a brand new pair. And it doesn't seem to want to cut. There we go. That any better than the other pair did. I just buy these in packs of 2 through Amazon because I just store them so quick. Probably if I had a better pair they wouldn't wear out so quickly, but okay, so I've got 2 on that ring, 1 on either side. I'm going to go up to the next ring, and again the same thing. I'm going to put 1 on that next ring on one side. So that is the general idea of it. You will go each ring, you will do 1 on this side, 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 until you've filled your length of chain. Again, check out the bracelet tutorial if you need a little bit more of a demonstration for that, but I don't want to spend all day on that when we've got so much more to do. So my thought is to have this be the center. I do want to incorporate these in it. I think I actually want to get out my I think I want to get out my big bead caps that came with it. Let me see. Woo. I'll lose all my beads on the floor and then I won't have enough. Yep, there it goes. Just a second here to dig out the bead caps. Actually, maybe I don't, where I've got this bronze in the middle already anyway. Do I really want to add the bronze to the bead? Actually, maybe I'll add this like a cone on the end of this. That'd be kind of cool. That's an idea. Let's see if I can make that work. I think the best way to do that is to take an eye pin, clip it right onto the end of that piece of chain. The link I left with nothing on it, that is in here somewhere, honest. There it is. There we go. Close that up. I think I'm going to need something in there to keep that from floating. What do I want to add to it? Maybe that. Let's see. Is that too much? Is it holding it up too far, maybe? I think so. Let's try it without it. Actually, let's try it with one of the little bicones. Still don't like it. There's too much of a distance right here. Let's try it with nothing. That seems to be working. I like that better. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So I am going to just bend this over the top, just as close and tight as I can. Trim it off to 1/4 of an inch. Get that back down in there. And roll a loop. I think that's going to work. Yeah, we'll see. Still think it needs a little something inside of the cone. Maybe a seed bead would have been better. I'm not sure, but I don't have any out and I'm not going to dig one out for that. If I don't like it, I'll just take it off. So I'm just catching that last link, the one that doesn't have anything on it. Actually, maybe that would be the difference. Maybe if I take that one off that doesn't have anything on it. Let's try it on this end. Put this on. Get it right between the two danglies. Close it up. And then try it with the bicone to see how that looks. Whoop. I think it's okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll do the same thing on that end. So I'm going to bend that over, trim it off, get back here where I belong. So if you decide to do this method, don't bother with leaving the one on the end blank. Go ahead and fill it. Let's take this one off. If I can find it now. Because I got my eye pin so far away from me, I have to stretch across the table to get them. There. Now let's grab another bicone out of there. Or anything you have handy to use. I think that gives it just enough. Bend that over. Oop. Back on there. Okay, there's that. I do like the idea of putting a little bead cap on the end of it like that. I think it looks kind of pretty. Alright, and then we will be doing, and I think I'm just going to do simple loop chain method, linked, rather than bead stringing. I think that will be, I don't know what I've got going on here. I think I've moved too much stuff around. That's okay. We'll get it straightened over here. So this is the general idea for it. I think I'm taking them from the wrong side, so that was smart of me. Alright. So I do need to dig out some more eye pins. And I'm just going to do simple loops on the beads and link them together. So just bend it over, give it a trim, roll your loop, I do want all my loops on these to be lined up. That'll help make the chain hang even, because they're going to offset each other just like a chain will. each one of these will get, whoop, flying metal. Okay. Now I am debating here, do I want to do I want to put 2 more of the peach ones in and make that a solid piece? Gosh, I got stuff everywhere. Do I have any more of the peach ones? Oh, I have to break out my second bag. I ordered a second bag. I didn't even bother with extras. I just ordered a whole extra bag. I knew I was going to want stuff out of it, so that's just what I did. As soon as they came into the shop, I just purchased another bag of them. So I think I'm going to do that and that on a pin. Hopefully that won't be too long with the other strand that's going on the outside of it, and that might be the issue. Maybe I should just take these ones away. Decisions. Gotta love jewelry designing on the fly. Not that it's totally on the fly, because I did kind of have a plan in mind. I'm just tweaking it. Alright. There's that one. And then I'm going to do this one on its own pin. And then I'm going to do these 3 on one pin. Maybe. Okay. So I'm going to finish up that and I will be right back. Okay, so I have those all done. I'm going to work on just attaching them now. It's just going to be opening and closing these little simple loops. Whoop, maybe. So we put that one in there a little tighter. Come on now. That's a little better. I have to say, I think this box was really, really pretty. I mean, very seldom do I not think they're very, very pretty. But yeah, there's something about this one that was just so nice. And again, I did mention this before, I don't generally design well with oceanic, nautical themed stuff. I'm more of a floral kind of person. But I have had so much fun with this box. Which is funny because I live in Maine. It's very coastal. Everything out here is, you know, as far as tourism goes, is very much geared towards the oceanic and nautical. But maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just been so overstimulated with so much stuff that, especially being that I work on Mount Desert Island, Acadia National Park, and it's extremely high tourism, of course, so everything out there is geared towards nautical, whatever, trinkets and, you know, stuffed animals and memorabilia. So maybe maybe that's my reasoning for it, is that it's just, I get so much overload of it that it makes it harder for me to design with it, I guess. I don't know. That's my thoughts. And I could be way off. It could just be that I have no talent on nautical stuff. which is probably the case. But this one has been really fun. I have enjoyed it. Seen some other people making stuff with it that is, you know, again, as always, there's so many talented people that post in the Facebook group that I see their stuff and I think, oh gosh, they're so talented. And they are very, very talented. But I do like what I've created. I think it looks pretty. I think this is going to look really cute as the center focal of this necklace. But for now, I'm going to move it out of the way, and we're going to try to put together this. So I think I'm going to do away with the beads that I had in the center. I had the turbine, or whatever you want to call it, bead, and these little spacers from my own stash. I don't think I'm going to use that now. So I'll set those aside. I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to use 2 of these. I'm going to use a ball head pin, 1 of these, and an eye pin. And I think this will work, but we'll see. We'll give it a try. I'm going to take my ball head pin and go through this shell. Kind of wish these were a little stronger because I think I'm going to use the one from the actual box because they are very strong, and I can do a rolled loop, a simple loop. I hate to waste so much of it because it's a nice long pin, but feed on my little lava bead. And this is what I was talking about. This is a very strong pin, and I can just make a simple loop, whereas this one's kind of thin, and I would, well, not that one. This one is kind of thin, and I would have had to do a wrapped loop, which would add more space that I don't want. But that's still a nice long piece, and I can make a really nice eye pin out of it, so it won't go to waste. So I'm just going to do my wrapped loop, my simple loop. And I think, yeah, that's going to fit right in there. That's going to fit in there perfect. Alright, so now I need my eye pin. I'm going to put on one of these green. I'm going to put on my little piece and another green. And I'm going to see if I can get them to fit in there. That's the challenge right now. Oh, there we got it. Perfect. And that worked well. It fills it up nicely. There's not a whole lot of gappiness here, but there's enough so that that's still a little flowy. It doesn't come all the way down so that it's, you know, caught up on this. It just comes in enough to fill it. So that worked out quite well. Alright, so I'm going to bend that over, give it a snip, and make a rolled simple loop. Again, I'm going to get in here and make sure these are in line with each other. Oh, that's looking pretty. I do like that. Alright. Now, this section. I do think I'm going to add in the... I think. I say that and then I change my mind anyway, so... let's see. Let's see what it looks like with these. And then I'm doing 2 of these. Well, 1 of them. 1 on either side. Then again. And totally feel free to change up your stringing if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to have enough bead caps even with my second package. Oh no. There's just not enough bead caps in this package, in this box. Okay, so I only have enough for this one. And that leaves me with just one for this one. Do I have another one kicking around here somewhere in my box of goodies? Oh, I do. Yes. Found one. It was actually part of another project, but that's okay. I do have some more coming. I will just steal one from my granddaughter. She won't like it, but I'll steal one from her. And I don't know how much more I'm going to need here at the end, but I just want enough clearance for that, so I'm going to kind of lay out these little peach and lava beads, and we'll see what we need at the end of it. So I think I'm going to do the same thing here. These pins are a little on the short side. I do have some longer eye pins. Again, these are all Beadbox Bargain products. I think these are a little longer than those ones. Yeah, they are. So we'll get those shorter ones out of the way and bring out these longer ones. And start. That would be pretty just like that as a bracelet, wouldn't it? With the beads afterwards. Make it a shorter little section and then do the beaded strand. Ah, now I might have to do that as a bracelet to go with it. Probably gonna have to. We'll do that in the earrings as another tutorial. How's that sound? I think that sounds like a plan. Wish I could do it into today's tutorial, but I don't have enough time today, unfortunately. But that's okay. We can make another tutorial and do a matching bracelet and earrings with this. Okay, that's what I've got so far. I'm not going to do these up yet because I want to wait on that and see how much length I've got when I start putting it together, how much I need of it. I think this is going to be really pretty though. I do have a project in the works for my little octopus dude. So that will be another tutorial. Hopefully this, probably not this week, but probably next week. My crazy neighbor running her dog. She has her dog on a leash and she rides her four-wheeler and the dog runs along beside her. It's the funniest thing. That dog has got some speed and some strong legs. Oops, I can mess this one up a little bit. Yeah, it'll be alright. As long as it opens and closes, I guess it's alright. Alright. Is that gonna be no, I think it's gonna be okay. Say it might be too close and I might need to put a little something small in there, but I think that's okay. And I really like the idea of this whole bronze section together. So the bicones and yeah, rondelles that I used in this mix were all ones that I got through this sister store. Most of them, like I said, I had in my stash, but they did have a really good sale like a week or two ago on buy cones. I think they would buy one, get one free, or get one half price or something. I don't know. I bought like 20 bags of buy cones. So some of them may have come from that sale. But again, their buy cones are really reasonable. They're not bad. I mean, you know, they're not top quality, check glass, Preciosa, or anything like that, buy cones, but I mean, they have had Preciosa buy cones. I do have a few packages of their Preciosa, but yeah, I keep those for jewelry that I'm making and selling in my booths and stuff. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, that's a great place to stock up on your buy cones. And buy cones are always good to have on hand. I love having a good supply of buy cones, because, or even the little rondelles, not just the buy cones, because every once in a while when you're working on a project, you just need that small pop of color and you know, or just something to fill up a little space, and they're perfect for that. So I like to keep them on hand. And again, it came in very handy for filling up this, because I was able to pull a lot of colors that, like, you know, like I said, that went, I mean, this little bead right here, it literally is the same color as our little turtle. And I have no idea where I got that one. It probably was from the sister store, but I have had that in my stash for a little bit. Actually, I think I have 10 strands of, they were 4.5-inch strands, and I think I had 10 of them, so I probably bought them for a kit that I was going to do at one time, but I never had much success with selling kits, so it just went back in my stash. So, okay, I've got that side all done. I'm going to do this side, and then we'll put it together and see what we need of these ones right here. Okay, there is that. Now, let's start putting it together and see what we've got. Maybe. I have the hardest time telling which side is the opening, which side is the crook. Oh, I like that already. It has a kind of a medieval. Do I really want to call it medieval? Not really. No, maybe. Kind of has a medieval look to it. So as I was saying about the bicones and rondelles, you know, if you can't find a strand in the sister store that's in the colorway you like, check Etsy. Not Etsy, I'm sorry. Well, Etsy probably would have them too, but eBay. eBay has all kinds of bicone strands. They have all kinds of everything, obviously, but they do have all kinds of bicone strands in many, many, many colorways. And again, they're not extremely expensive as well. I don't think they're as nicely priced as beadbox bargains, but, and of course you don't get your 30% off if you're a subscriber. So if you're not a subscriber and would like to be, if you're very interested in the bargain bead box or beadbox bargains, bargain bead box, I do have an affiliate link in the more section of my page, and if you use that to subscribe to the Bargain Bead Box, which is $22.99 a month, you could use my coupon code, which is CHAR2, CHAR2, and save $2 off your first month. And then once you're a member of the Bead Box Bargain family, you can use your 30% off coupon that you're going to get every month in the sister store, which is the Bead Box Bargains portion. And again, that's a wonderful place to stock up. So I think this does need these beads here. I think I'm going to mimic that one there, and that means I'm going to need 2 more of these for each one. And let me see, I'm going to need that, maybe that if I can get it down there. Hard thing with these little lava beads is that every one of those little dents and dings looks like the hole. Like that. There we go. I see the hole. Okay. So there's that one. I don't think I'm going to need that or that. So why did I get out so much? I don't know. Crazy, that's why. There's that. Let's do a couple for the side over here. Get all these little metal scraps that I don't need out of my way. I haven't even begun to figure out how I'm going to attach it. I've just been so busy playing with it and designing it that I haven't even really given a thought to how I want to bring it together. Okay, so that should give me enough length for that. How do I want to bring them together? Anyway, you know what? I have these really cute little sand dollars that I could use. Well, I have one. Do I have another one? Oh, I do. I have a whole package of... No, that's not it. Well, I thought it was. Okay. I bet I have another one somewhere. That would make a great little attachment for it, because it's got the holes here and here, and then this. I don't even know what I was using it for. I think I was going to make an earring or something out of it. I don't know. But I bet I can find another one. So I'm just going to finish up these for now. Get that metal out of there. These things are so magnetized, everything sticks to them. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a second to go see if I have another one of these little pieces here. Okay, I did find another one in my pile of stuff, which makes me very happy. Alright, so let's finish putting these on for now. I hope if I had the right tool. I'll make sure we have that length for this piece to clear this piece, which you could also do with a little bit of chain, I suppose, if you wanted to. And if you don't have something like this, again, 2 lengths of chain that meet at your clasp, or I gotta close that up a little bit more, that's not tight enough, or oh yeah, the round part of a toggle would work. You could bring in a toggle and attach both of them together here with a jump ring, and then continue on the same way I'm going to do this, only I'm going to go into these holes. You could just attach them around the ring part itself. That would work. There are various ways to create a way to do that, or you could just do it as 2 single strand necklaces and then wear them together, which also works, and then you can wear them separately as well. Okay, so there is that and that. I do want a jump ring for them, I think. My desk was so clean when I started. I actually had the whole thing cleaned off. I took my pad off and washed it, put everything back together, and now everything is strewed all over the place. It took me no time to make a mess. And I can't even blame it on anyone else. Oh well. Such is life. Okay, so I'm going to go through that, and I'm going to go right through. Maybe I'm going to go through there. I didn't give any thought to the fact that maybe that jump ring, oh there it goes, doesn't fit, but it did. It's fine. And these are, again, these little 4mm jump rings, which I use a lot. Alright, grab this one, and we'll hook him into the next hole over. I think I'm going to have to order some more of these. I'm going to have to go on eBay or Etsy and see if I can find some more so that I can do earrings now. Especially if I'm going to make a set now, which I really do want to do, so I might have to get a order of those in. Alright, how pretty is that? Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. I love it. I love it, I love it. Okay, chain. Stop admiring my handiwork here and just do something. Alright, since I already have a jump ring on this one, I'm going to attach chain right there. Oh, the sun's finally starting to peek through out there. It's been such a dreary day. I'm glad it's coming out because I really need to get out and do a few things outside before I go. Alright, now I'm going to hold this up to me, see how long I want it. Alright, so I'm going to cut my chain right here. And try not to tangle everything up, which is absolutely my style. So I cut that chain at just about 8 inches. I think it might be a link over 8 inches, but I'd go with 8 inches, which is going to get cut in half anyway, so it will cut out a link. And so that would be 2 4-inch pieces. Let's see if I got lucky enough to have that one odd link at the... I did. Yay! I love it when that happens. When I get that one odd link at the end, so that all I have to do is remove one. There! Oh, I'm dragging everything into the works here. My finger does not want to pick that jump ring up. And we will add a toggle. The toggles that I'm adding are not from the box because, oh, actually, you know what? I do have the ones from the box because I have a second bag that I bought. Let's dig it out. I was going to say because I used them already, but I used it already. I think we only got one with it. Yes. Yes, we did. We only received the one. But that's okay. Trim that one a little bit. Trim that one a little bit as well. And we are done. I don't understand why these are only one-sided. I really don't care for that. But that's what they are. And there it is. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to put that on a bust and show y'all.